Hello, everyone, and welcome to Judy's Mind Body. And we're going to begin to feel the energy move through the body. Coming all the way up here for triple burner. Feel the expansion and the contraction. The expansion at the belly. The contraction that moves towards the lower spine, the Ming Men area. Triple burner comes through 3 dantian areas: the head, the heart, and the abdomen. Feel the joy of moving, the sense of the breathing, the connection of mind, body, spirit that occurs in Qigong practicing. We look for things like circularity. Feel the circles now coming down through the body with energy on the exhale. We look for continuity, a continual flow in the body and mind working together. And this beautiful triple burner embodies the 3 dantians, your head, your heart, and your abdomen, in a way that really brings the energy towards the earth and then brings it up towards the heavens. We want those connections to be made. One more of triple burner. Feel the joy of it. Buddha picks up the earth. Inhale here, exhale slowly down. Pick up the earth on your inhale and send the world up into the sky on your exhale as your palms move up. 5 more. Triple burner. And then this is Buddha picks up the earth. We'll move now into another Qigong move once we finish this one. Qigong is an ancient practice, maybe thousands of years old, for relaxing and opening the body with the breath and the alignment. Picking up a feather and letting it go. Your thumb and your forefinger are together as you inhale up the side here, and then you exhale slowly down with the palm flattened. And take a look at it. It's changing your room, at least in your mind. This is almost like a paintbrush. And there's a little bit of weight shifting in this too. So release the back heel here as you bend the front leg. And come back one more time. Picking up a feather and letting it go. The feet are in a V. This comes from rider on horse position in Qigong. We're going to bend this knee a little bit here and come over here and straighten that back leg. Release the heel, picking up a feather and letting it go. And enjoy it. It's fun. We'll do 2 more here. Inhale here. You're going to bend this knee a little bit more than the other. This is a straight leg here. The back heel is up. And last one. Everyone's favorite move is just shaking it out. You start with your feet and your knees and your belly and your upper body and your hands. And you can also make some wonderful vowel sounds, which are a great way to get your voice open. And here we'll do that. Okay, so ah, ah is always good. A, or even taking it higher. A, into your head voice. E, E, O, ooh, yeah, o, ooh, primary vowels. Okay, you're going to just feel this expansion for the propeller and a spinal twist. Inhale and twist this way. On your exhale, the hip, the upper body, the shoulder, the head, all turn to your right. You inhale back here and you twist to the other way. The twist is done with the exhale as you move the body this way. And I like to have everyone have a drishti point, the middle of the forehead, so that you're looking a little bit over your camera and still seeing me or over your screen. That way you don't bring the head down and you're really long through the spine. Beautiful. Okay, shake it out again. Our next move is going to be the fountain. It's a forward bend. You're going to forward bend from the hip bones here. Place your thumbs on them to make sure you know where they are. You fold forward halfway, flat back, and then you round the back to come beyond the toes. We'll do that. Ready? Inhale for the fountain. Feet are in a V. Quite a bit of space here. Inhale up. Fold forward from the hips, flat back, and now round the spine and touch. And bring the backs of the palms together, open. Inhale, slight back bend of the upper spine, grounded solidly through the floor. Inhale, sink down and release. And one more of the fountain. It's a beautiful move, and it really teaches us to inhale, lengthen the spine, flatten the back, and now round it to release, and that brings you out beyond your toes, okay? You might not go down that far if you don't need to, or you have trouble with this, but now you bring the backs of the palms together to come up, and then you open. And that's the fountain. Okay, I'd like to do some more aerobic stuff here. This is going to be coming across here, hitting the back buttocks a little bit softly. This is called knocking at the gates. Those are the bottom gates there. We're going to go up now to the kidney area, which is back here. Looks like that. When you touch yourself there, it's a little bit of a love pat, but it does target the kidneys. And then coming up again towards the lung points here. Enjoy that too. And I always love to come to the Tarzan part, which is right here. Patting right there, and now say ah. Inhale, ah. Or maybe Tarzan would have made more of a high to low sound. Ah. And that also is good for your middle or low voice here. Okay, so now we're going to pat down the whole body, folding forward from the hips, flat back, and come down insides of the legs down here, insides of the calves, and then the others outside is the calves. Coming back up, across here, and coming down this arm, your right arm on the top, coming back the inside of the arm, across the chest, down this side, other arm, and then the inside of it. And you might want to rub your hands together. And then we're going to try the air guitar here. You're going to go back to your idea of this use of the spine here and pick up your fingers, your digits are moving up this way. And you're going to add a sound. Ah, or whatever you want to do there. Ah. Have fun with it. Oh. Good. So it's a spinal twist, but it's intricate and fun with the fingers moving. And here we'll try this side now. Ah. You can do anything. Oh. And one more. Had to make up your own. Okay, so very good. Now we'll be doing the Buddhist walking meditation. And you're going to find a good position back here to have your feet in rider on horse, which means that they're slightly apart like this and possibly with the toes pointing out. That's traditional. And you're going to shift to the right and bring your left heel forward and just the heel. This is the yin leg now. This is yang. It's the supporting leg right now. And now as you come forward, this leg becomes the supporting leg and the other leg moves ahead with the heel. And you can do this pulling ropes. That makes it fun. It also gives you something to pull. You can do a fist here and then gently bring it back. This would be toe to heel, toe to heel. Going backwards from the toe to the heel, going forward from the heel to the toe. And just twiddle your fingers here. Very good. And we'll now do heaven and earth. Inhale, coming up this hand towards heaven, sort of like the Statue of Liberty. Inhale and send this one down towards earth, heaven and earth. This is a really beautiful old symbol of power, the power of the heavens and the power and connection of the earth. And then inhale at center, perhaps with the accordion. Inhale, expand. Exhale, contract. And now you're going to try it the other way. So bringing this hand up and this hand down. Inhale, center, and the opposite. This hand up and that hand down. Heaven and earth. And often I like to really feel that I'm going to move the fingers of this hand over that way and this hand flattened down there, but over that way. And you can change them here so that you're doing this one here and the fingers are moving that way and the fingers down here are moving this way. It's little things you can play with. Good. So heaven and earth can turn it into something else. Bringing your palms up like this. Let's carry something forward. Okay, you're going to carry a tray. So shift to your right, bring your left forward, and carry that tray forward without spilling anything. Heel to toe, heel to toe, heel to toe, heel to toe. And one more here. And now go back, toe to heel, toe to heel. Look out, we don't want to spill that. And toe to heel, toe to heel, toe to heel. So what that does is it tells you something about what you should do with your weight shift, so that the weight shift always starts with the heel generally and moves forward to the toe. When you're coming backwards, if you ever have to do that, you would start with the front of the foot first, the ball of the foot, come back to the heel. And let's look at our next few things here. I wanted to work on things like the owl and knocking at the gates that we just did, tapping down the fountain, circling the joints, would probably be next after the owl. So bringing your palms together like this, the third knuckle here is what I aim for. And I bring that back and down, open my chest, and then I feel like my shoulders are down and back enough that I can bring the chin down and bring the head over here to this ear and around to the other side, stabilizing the body to do this. And this is very good for the upper chest and connection to the head as you turn it. That's why you want to stabilize those shoulders down. You want to always be breathing as low as you can. Good, and now we'll go the opposite. This ear is going to come towards this shoulder, sinking the chin down towards the chest and then around like this. 2, maybe we'll do 5. Good. Now we may be stable enough to really feel the owl. So you're going to inhale and look over here to the right very slowly, connecting that the chin is parallel to the earth here, and neither up nor down, just right centered. And then inhale and move to this side. Stabilize the whole body as you do this. Bring the palms down and back. The owl. And the owl can see really far. So I make my drishti point a little bit higher here so that I'm looking to the distance. Beautiful. Take a deep breath. That's very good. And now we're going to go into our shoulder rolls. So inhaling forward, up, back and down. And feel that wonderful opening as you circle forward, up, back and down. This is 5. We'll do one more. Good. And then we want to imitate that same number on the other side. So we're going to go back, up, forward and down. And this diminishes the chest, but it opens up the back. See that? Okay. For Tai Chi, I like the idea of the open chest and long spine. So I would like to bring this up here, inhale, and bring the shoulder blades down the back, opening the chest. And then making sure that we elevate the head position. Feel that you have a feather right here or a string that lifts you up at the back of the skull here. And that connection will be made through the whole spine, your cervical, the neck, your thoracic, and your lumbar spine. You need to feel a connection all the way to the tailbone here. So really feel that long connection, that opening, and the length of your body. Come around to the front, and we're ready for something else. So one thing that would be really good now would be to go beyond the shoulders and come out the arms into a T this time, a little bit like the propeller, but this time the hands are forward. And you're going to circle back, opening up the chest. This is with the whole arm here, of course, and everything is moving towards connecting all the joints. And now back the other way. Forward, back, forward, and down. And then the other opposite, opening the chest. And then this one, opening up the back. Good. Now coming down the body, let's bring the pelvis forward, side to your right, back, left here, and do it very slowly. It's a hip circle. And we're doing this very slowly because the idea of Qigong is to feel everything circular, continuous, moving from the center, and a certain kind of awareness inside of what we're doing. That is so typical of mind-body work. It's hardly ever aerobic, except sometimes it is, but you want to feel that you have this control. It's not fast. Good. And now we're going to bring the knees together. Come down halfway here, flat back, take hold of the knees and circle to your right, forward, side, back. Hold on to the ligaments. And then slide down the shins to your ankles. Open the legs and come back up. This will be very good for a side bend time now. So your arms are up. You're going to bring this hand down the outside of your thigh, and the other hand will come over. You're going to look up at that hand. You're between two panes of glass. Inhale. And bring the hand to the other side and bring this hand up. We'll do that again. Side bend. You're really doing a C curve here. And one more this way. Beautiful. Let it go. Let's do our swim moves. These are very good for the shoulders. And as you bring this hand up, feel like you're doing a crawl stroke. This opens up the joints here in this arm and then the shoulder. You can always diminish it if you need to by not making it so high, or you can do whatever you like here, or not do it. You have all these beautiful options. Crawl stroke. Beautiful. Backstroke. Let's stabilize the body for this one. We're on a raft. Breaststroke. This is great for this area here where you need to really build some core strength. Inhale, and this one hand is behind the other, and you're going to exhale out. Open. Inhale. Exhale out. Push, push. Say the word push. Push, push. And that's right at the abdomen here. Push. It's working on your abdominal muscles and the connection there with the exhale. Push. Push. Okay, because we do need some core strength to hold us up when we're doing all this beautiful stuff. The prayer from yoga. Feel how the palms touch. Feel the length of your spine. And this is the prana as they touch. This is the Qigong breath. You're coming up, the palms are facing, but there's energy between them at the Ligong points. Feel the difference. As you even look at them, you can feel them turning red. That's the Qi at work. And one more. Breathing in, slowly breathing out. Beautiful. Okay, now we're going to come into the prayer twist for balance. This is one that we sometimes do, where you're bringing your palms together in prayer like this. You're coming to the balls of the feet, and you're doing a twist over towards your right. And a twist back to the center on the inhale. And then a twist over to your left. This is really beautiful for your balance. Your heels are not touching the ground. Maybe a little bit, but hardly at all. Couple more of these. Spinal twist, prayer twist from yoga. Beautiful. And now we're going to come into our prayer twist in a different way. This will be a spinal twist with a bowl. So you're going to hold the bowl here. It's that shape. You're going to inhale and twist towards your right, holding your bowl. Back to center on the inhale. Now your feet are solidly on the ground, and twist to the other side. And now we'll come into the mountain pose. Your palms are open and facing forward, and you're preparing for our next moves, which will be 19 movements and one pose. Tai Chi Chih. Inhale for rocking motion. Feel the figure 8 that's in here. the front of the feet, the back, the rising of the heels and back, the rising of the toes as you move back. As you move back, the toes actually rise a little bit. As you move forward, the heels come off the floor a little bit, almost paper thin, or think of a piece of cardboard that you're moving over. You're bringing energy from earth towards heaven. So here's the earth energy, and here's the heaven energy as you turn them back down. Figure 8. Subtly within this practice. This can be done 9, 27, 36 times. So there'll be a point where we'll just sort of stop this, but it's just so beautiful to start this way. Great way to start your day or end your day with rocking motion from Tai Chi Chih, 19 movements and 1 pose. Justin Stone, 1974. And last one. Sink it through the earth. And our next move is going to be bird flaps its wings. Inhale to lengthen the spine. Exhale to a little bit of sink here, and the heels rise. You come to the balls of the feet as you move down. On your third one, there's a wrist circle forward. And then 2 more of these sequences. Last one. Everything ends up being 9, the noble Chinese number in numerology. Inhale back. Sink it through the earth, and we'll double ground it. Bring it to the heart. Bring it down to the abdomen. Let's take it to the head. I like to do multiple groundings. It's so good. Take it up to the trees, to the hills or mountains, wherever you are. Stabilize the feet and slowly exhale down in relaxation response. And shifting to the right, let's look at our weight shift for a moment here. Coming across perhaps in cactus from yoga. See if you can feel a line across in front of you that gives you a feeling that you are moving across with the head level. Good. Good, now we're going to shift over here. Feet are in a V for a moment here. Shift to the right, release your left heel. Around the platter in chest high water. When you touch the water, feel that it's just warm enough today to take a swim. Feel that in your fingertips. And the heel of the hand will also stay level. The palms are rounded. The fingers are relaxed. You can always try this to just relax them. Three more on this left side. Last one. Bring the foot back in. Single grounding between sides here. Shift to your left. Release your right. Around the platter. The platter is round, and you are just on it with the heel of the hand. The palms are rounded, and the fingers are relaxed. And it passes your sternum here. Three more on your right side. Beautiful, really nice. Bring the foot back in. Now I think we can double ground it. Feel the energy come down towards your abdomen. Bring it up to your heart. And then come down and rest on globes of energy right here. Resisting gravity. Shifting to your right to prepare for a round the platter variation. The variation is picking up a ball of energy here at your shoulder and then sinking it right opposite the heart. And the energy moves to the back foot. And enjoy it. Maybe at this point you feel the breath coming in through the nostrils and the exhale with the tongue on the upper palate. The Qigong breath allows the breath to come down and feel it in the throat. And one more. Around the platter, variation left side comes to a single conclusion here. We shift to the left to bring the right heel forward. And we pick up the ball of energy at this right shoulder and release it opposite the heart. With joy. It always feels like I'm feeling of accomplishment when we can still do this and have control over it. Keep a steady rhythm, a long spine, the back of the skull connected to the heavens by a string, perhaps. Four more. Breathing in, breathing out. Last one. Inhale and exhale. And we're going to triple ground it. Bring it to your heart, your head, and sink it down. And our next move will be bass drum. Shifting to your right, releasing the left, and coming around the drum with your fingers, inhaling here in a circle around the body that connects you. As if you were a drum yourself, big one. Here's your inhale forward, and there's your exhale back towards the back leg. Feel the hips and the upper body move with your circle, forward and back. and the connection of that front leg as it bends and it straightens. And one more on the left. Beautiful. Bring the leg back. Inhale to sink it through the earth. Shift towards your left to release the right leg. Bass drum. Inhale. And exhale back. So if you inhale forward here, that front leg will bend slightly, the back leg will straighten. As you come back, the back leg will bend and the front leg straightens. Feel those connections. We call that yinning in back now, and yanning. Yan leg in front, yin leg in back. Yan leg in back, yin leg in front. The yin leg is the straight leg, but never locked. And last one. Of bass drum. Inhale and sink it through the earth. Let's double ground it. It's a beautiful move. There's a lot of polarity between the palms when you do that. You have them engaged like this all the way. So it's quite a wonderful engagement. Now we're going to shift to the right, bring the left forward. Daughter on the mountaintop. 2 circles interlocking at the heart as the wrists cross. Starting with your left foot. Almost always. Of course, I'm mirroring you, so I'm on the opposite foot. But most important when we're doing this together is to one of us mirrors. Three more here on your left side. Of daughter on the mountaintop. Good. Bring the foot back. Feet are in a V here. Inhale and sink it down. I like to return to rider on horse position. It's very comforting. Then I'm going to shift like you are over this way towards the left leg. Release the right. And we come into daughter on the mountaintop on your right side. The back foot's always at a little bit of an angle. That helps with balance. The front foot comes straight out from that hip. Whatever side you're on here right now, it's your right. And it really feels like a mountain. You're coming up 2 sides of the central trail. When you come down through a trail, we want to move even slower. Three more. Here's the inhale, and here's the exhale. Beautiful. Now double ground it in your rider and horse position. Take it up to the head. Take it up even higher, towards the trees, towards the hills and mountains, and towards the sun or the stars. When you do this, bring your upper spine back slightly to feel that opening, and solidly feel the feet. And sink it down, As slowly as you can move your palms down. You might need to take several breaths here, but that's okay. Let's do that top one again. Inhale up. And slowly, ever so slowly, come down. The two daughters are done, so we are now on to carry the ball to the side. It's a 3x3 move, and we're coming across with a side-to-side weight shift. Inhale here, release this heel, and move across. Very slowly feeling the relaxation of the palms, the arms, and then bringing in your outside foot. You're moving towards the left now. Sometimes you can feel the weight of the arms, and that's kind of an awareness thing too. But you want to let them go. Beautiful. Inhale and sink it down. We'll go back the other way now. Winding up here, releasing the right heel and moving right. Bring in the left foot, sink, wind up, move. And one more here. Sink it through the earth. We're going to move back to the left. Wind up to the right first. Release the outside foot here, which is your left, and move towards it in a side-to-side shift. Sink. Wind up. And the third one here is our last. Beautiful. Let's double ground it. And take it to the head, our highest dantian. Through the middle dantian of the heart and lungs and down to the abdomen. And we'll begin our next move, which is push-pull and pulling in the energy. Shift to the right. This one you exhale out. Push and pull back is the inhale back to your heart. Also called giving and receiving energy. Exhaling forward and inhaling back on this one. Feel the chi move towards you as you inhale back. Your intrinsic energy in this move and the next one will bring us to a new kind of feeling of really connecting to the chi. The heel of the hand moves out, but it causes the fingertips to come up and the wrists turn back towards the heart on the inhale. Three more on your left. Push, pull, also called giving and receiving energy. Bring the left foot back in. Inhale to sink it through the earth, and we move to the right side. Shift left, release the right. Push, pull. If you've ever been on a teeter-totter with a kid, this is kind of similar. There's always sort of a feeling of pushing and pulling, right? 2 more. Last one. Inhale with the foot back and sink it through the earth, double ground it. The energy of the chi, to me, starts to build through these 2 moves. And the next one, after we do a couple of groundings here, let's take it up again, lengthen the spine, sink it down, take it all the way up, and sink it down slowly, very slowly, lengthening the spine at the same time so that we don't drop the chest. Beautiful. Shift it to the right. Release the left for pulling in the energy from the farthest star through the fingertips. This is a visual meditation also. So Tai Chi Chih being a moving meditation, this is another aspect of this particular move that we're envisioning energy coming through the fingertips, perhaps from the farthest star that we can see sometimes. Take that energy in through the fingertips as you inhale out and exhale back to the heart. Maybe your wish comes true. Joy, peace, love, life, community, perhaps. 5 fingers. Pick one. Last one on your left. Bring the foot back. Inhale, sink it through the earth. Shift your energy over to the left here, releasing this back foot and preparing it to move forward. Pulling in the energy, lengthening the spine at the same time so that we don't start dropping our head over the knee or the upper body. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Now, focusing on your fingers, perhaps look at them for a moment. That always turns, they sort of blush for me. I think that's the chi that I'm focusing on, bringing to my fingers, and then they do turn red. There's a certain heat that's coming from this image of pulling in the energy. And that is the chi. We're cultivating it. 2 more. Beautiful. Inhale, sink it through the earth and double ground it. Those 2 moves are kind of like companions, push-pull and pulling in the energy. So I like to dedicate them together. They're really a wonderful lead into our next moves, which are the taffies. Basic taffy. Bringing your left hand under the right elbow, your left heel out, and pulling the energy between the palms. Bringing the foot in, the right foot in, sink it, and go the opposite direction. Feel the energy between the palms, even though they don't touch here. There's something there as they separate. Heavy air, perhaps, or sticky, taffy-like substance. You can definitely feel that in your core. Inhale here and exhale. Good. Let's ground it for a moment. And we'll hydrate for a moment. Mhm. After basic taffy comes our next one, which is the anchor taffy. You'll anchor your right leg into the ground and your left leg will move forward with taffy. And you'll return to open the hips and do your taffy pull to your left. And then the new leg that's grounded in back, or your anchor, is your left leg. And your right leg and your right hand underneath will take you over to the right. We just keep switching. A forward back shift. Open the hips. Return to the left. And a forward back shift with the right leg forward and the right hand underneath as your invite hand, which invites you that direction. And the anchor, which is your left foot, pulls in. Sink it a little bit here so that we really ground between front and back and side. Right foot. Open the hips. Sink it. And pull the taffy to your right. Now the anchored foot is your right. And you're going to move to the left. And one more set. Forward and back. And to your right. And now coming back home, your left foot moves forward. Your left hand is underneath. Open the hips. Sink it. And return home and bring in the outside foot. And double ground it. Anchor taffy is our first variation of basic. It's a wonderful feeling of the body as a boat with an anchor. I like that one. This next one is circles taffy. Sink, rise, sink, rise, sink. And now staying down, bring your taffy to the left. And inhale and exhale. Inhale, sink, sink, sink. And feel your taffy moving to the right. Pull the leg in. A few more. And our last one will be coming back to the left. Circles taffy. We'll come to a graceful conclusion here. Inhale and sink it through the earth. And we'll double ground it because we're coming to the big name taffy here, which is perpetual motion taffy. Settle your energy first. This one has a heel step. Ready? Here we go. Come all the way through it so you feel the heel moving to the toe. Feel the energy moves to the toe, and at a certain point you feel like it's time to go back. Lengthen through the spine. Feel the string at the back of the skull pulling us up. Two more. Last one here. Beautiful. Perpetual motion taffy ends our taffies. There were 3 variations of basic. Let's do a couple groundings here. Our next move is going to be working the pulley. And we'll start with our left side as usual. It's kind of a swim move. So this hand will move forward. This hand will move under the hip. And you kind of turn with the breath in mind. Exhaling here, perhaps. Inhaling that hip back. And the other hand does the same thing. Then we add the weight shift, forward and back. Okay? Working the pulley, diagonal cross. Sometimes you can think of just touching the other person or a person's on Zoom, right at the shoulder, sort of connects us through Zoom. Ready? Starting with your left foot. Shifting to the right, release your left heel. And your left hand comes forward, and when you come back with the hand underneath the hip, there's a turn of the hip on the inhale. And if you have a carpet that you're on or something you can move on, you can slide with the back ball of the foot and the front heel, if you like. I like to keep hip, knee, and ankle together. So that's important to me. To preserve our knees and ankles for a long time is the goal. And to enjoy this, it's just beautiful stuff. And it really does bring chi to your life in a way that most things don't, in my opinion, because we're slow, we're continuous, we're flowing from the center. And we can feel the mind, body, and spirit really connecting in this practice of Tai Chi Chih. One more here on the left of working the pulley. And then we go to the right side. So this hand's going to come under, now the left hand's going to come under the hip, the right hand's going to come from the heart, the right foot's going to come out, and then we're going to diagonal cross. When you exhale here with that right hand and inhale back, that brings the hip back, and that really actually causes the cross here. It starts with the breath, and then it moves into the body. Four more on your right side of working the pulley. The slowness is all part of it. Two more. Last one. Beautiful. Inhale and sink it through the earth. And double ground it. Double, double, double. Toil and trouble? No, no toil and no trouble here. One more. And now we come to light at the top of the head, light at the temple. Feet are in a V. Palms come down. They come all the way up to the crown of the head, which is the back of the skull. The feet are in a V here, and sink and rise. And now circle the energy of yin and yang above the head. Good. Hold it there. Inhale it. Feel it. Sink and rise and let it go. Out of your body and into the earth. And your left hand will return to the heart above the left, right. Sink it down through the central meridian. Bring it to your temples, behind your ears here, and sink and rise without touching your head. Circle the energy of yin and yang, all the opposites, night and day, seasons, whatever we deal with every day. Circle it there, hold it now, inhale it, sink and rise, feet in a V, and let it go. Out into the world and back to your heart with your left hand on top. Breathing it in, sinking it down, and preparing for joyous breath. Our most yang masculine move, all about power, power that is kind, good, and works in community. Inhale, coming up. Make it joyous and fun, like playing with a bunch of kids. Last one of 4. Good. Ground it through the earth, up to your heart and back. Let's do several groundings here because we're coming close to the end of our practice. We want to honor every moment of it as we bring the energy to our head and then to the trees and everything we see outside that's beautiful, even snow sometimes in the middle of summer. And then exhale slowly down to prepare passing clouds. Feet in a V on the earth. Two more. Last one. Inhale and exhale. and thoroughly ground this one, passing clouds. So many things have happened in the last 5 years, and the clouds are passing, and people are all over the place, open, no masking. It's quite wonderful to see. It's a certain kind of freedom. So clouds come and go, life changes. And now we celebrate the 6 healing sounds, which are for the heart. Heart, ho. Spleen, hu. Liver, tsu. Lungs, sh. Triple heater, shi. And kidneys, chui. Left foot starts. Ho. Hu. Tsu. Sh. Right foot, right hand. Shi. Chui. Repeat. Ho. Hu. Tsu. Sh. Shi. Chui. On the third one, we do 5 chuis. Ho for the heart. Hu for the spleen. Tsu for the liver. Sh for the lungs. Shi for the triple heater. And chui for the kidneys. Chui. 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 Mixing the energy of yin and yang, all the opposites, and bringing your left heel to your right ankle bone, coming into cosmic consciousness pose. The left hand close to the heart. Holding 30 seconds, or adding a few moments of Seijaku. Bringing the fingers together, pushing the energy away, bringing it up over the top of the head, and feeling the gratitude of thousands of years of teachers and pupils learning Qigong, and then the martial arts, and then the work of Wen Shan Wang, the teacher of Justin Stone, and Justin Stone's wonderful Tai Chi Chih, 1974, 19 movements in one pose, with gratitude.